Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Second and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
2nd down, here's Richardson. Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Jacksonville's gamble on Ingram getting back to peak form was a smart one. Career best in catches and yards. Basically gave their offense another big-bodied receiver to go to, as they did there.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Lawrence will throw. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind map and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrown.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson now on 2nd down. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about this is the other way? Guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop for Kwity Paye. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall over the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that starts to lose its effectiveness.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, Let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Richardson looking to throw this. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Richardson. Escapes the sack. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's got Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And Miles Murphy, a first-round pick, in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Richardson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Zaire Franklin. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time with a connection.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hamler, the motion man left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. A give running right, ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hamler, the motion man left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now Lawrence on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Jaguars. Marquise Goodwin, 52 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a throw here to his running back. A little juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, 54 yards. And the Colts are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point again is up and good. They're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Third and long for Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Etienne up the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 33 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
2nd down and 4.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Another tote for ETN.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
And they'll run with ETN.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how